Kailangan ko itong magupo. Yan. Hanggang makita dito sa ano kasi bawal yung ano. Di ba? Para na kung ano, naka-headband. Ay, nako. Dami ng bawal. Mega mega love shout out Jeff Bernales. Saka nag-sige. Hindi nga natuloy eh. Hindi natuloy. Basta pangit yung pagkaan doon. Hindi nakalagita. Doon lang kami, kailangan na request. Hindi natuloy na. Hoy, anak ng Angel. Ginamit ba ni Lawrence yung ano? Cellphone ko? Tayo nito, wala tayong sounds. Ay, nako. Bayaan mo siya.
Hello, friends, and welcome back to r/I don't work here.
Ha?
Our first story is,
Kanina yan. May ano pa dyan?
before we start, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe
Ayun,
to the
maraming
channel and
papel.
turn on notifications so you don't miss a new video every single day. Back in the mid-2000s, I was working as a substitute teacher at an inner-city school district. I'd been subbing for a few weeks, but it was the first time at the Tech school. The school had a policy where if a student was in the halls without a pass, they'd be arrested and brought to up. There would be checked to see if they were supposed to be, then released, either sent on their way with a pass
Nagsawa na sila
or
kasi
sent to
tingin sa
detention.
mukha ko.
If they weren't a student, they'd be brought downtown. The school had issues with students from other schools coming in during the day.
Mega mega love shout out sa 2 million dyan. 2 million!
And it was the correct week. So instead of having one of the teachers call down, because they did have classes, I decided to just walk down to the office myself. I'd gone about 20 feet when the school resource officer saw me. He decided to check for my hall pass, the document I didn't possess, so he started the arrest process. As he was leading me down to the office, I wasn't handcuffed.
Hawak lang tayo ng cellphone. Mayroon ng iba. Hindi eh. Ano yun? Ano yun? Maganda talaga ako, ganon. Diyos ko, ginoo ko. Natatawa ako. Grabe. Kung dito dalaga lang na? Sis, patay. Naniguwang na. Saka tumanda, saka pa.
He also refused to disrupt class unnecessarily. We got down to the office about 5 minutes later. We walked in, the head secretary asked, "Oh, Mr. Hip-Hop, how's
Ay,
your
nako,
first day?"
saka pa naniguwang, saka pa magkilos, ginoo ko. Yung arang ng mga tiguwang na hinuntaw na yung magkagusto na to kay mga laway na tagagway. Saka patuloy mag-ilot-ilot na. Ay, nako, buhay. Sunog na nga yung mukha sa tata. Gahapon din na, sobrang init no?
I just got off a 14-hour
Hindi,
shift.
badminton.
And this took place about 5 a.m. in a smaller suburb of the Twin Cities in January. I stopped for gas at the local Stop and Rob and a few snacks for my upcoming shift at 2 p.m. Another
Yung mga
14 hour
pakialaman,
shift.
kasi sukulatan
I pull into the station and the tanker truck is there for a delivery. I get out, pull up my run-of-the-mill corn box on wheels, and start to go into the store. About 5 feet from the entrance, I hear a slight squealing of tires and watched a monstrosity of an SUV, Lincoln Navigator I think, roar around the tanker and park about 1 foot behind it. I was already beat tired and didn't really think anything of it since people do drive a little nuts around. I'm in the store looking at what kind of garbage I can eat for the next day and maybe a couple energy drinks for later that night. This is when the fun begins. M is me, CL is crazy lady, SD is sheriff's deputy. CL, hey, me. I turn around to look at a lady staring right at me.
Nako, orang na po loading na.
Kind of a puzzled look on my face. Yes, I'm talking to you. You need to move your truck now. I pointed to the slow-person SUV at pump number 5.
Deklaro ng ko, ana.
You mean that car? No, the tanker truck. It's blocking the tire pump. My tire light's on and I need to fill it up now. I'm in a big hurry.
May
Palitan
napalit
niya
ka
those
pa.
little tire fillers.
Blay, balik po man.
Wala ka na
Di mo musugot, huwag mukuan kung computer suko man.
I just watched you walk in
Dapat
30 seconds ago.
Ano, di ka nalagyan.
My truck. I'm now beginning to
Kain po,
wonder
sige,
why
sige,
she
sige,
thought I was
Jip,
the driving.
Marimar, mega love shoutout dyan sa'yo. Kumusta na kamunduhan dyan, Marimar? Ako gustong-gusto kong mag-live. Ay, sus, ginoo ko kay Tupak. Malinghang amo, rin. Sige naman, nagpanilo sa nabuwang.
Over and asks if there's a problem. This guy needs to move his truck. It's blocking the tire pump. I'm in a big hurry and one of my tires is left. I tell the police officer.
Online class sa balay ba? Pareha tayo ni.
I don't know why this lady thinks I'm the
5 million, 5 million. Thank you so much sa inyo. Mano mo na siya? Hindi man madunggan tanan. Tusok na ako sa TV. Naada sa TV. Good morning to you. TikTok ba? Gilista na ni mo sila dyan? Gilista dyan. Tara, exercise na ha. Buti ka pa. Bukas magkumpisa tayo dahil. Exercise tayo bukas dahil sa ano dahil sa dyan sa court dahil. Dahil si Paglik. Uy. Exercise tayo bukas sa court.
Exercise, Zumba.
Zumba.
Leros, mega love shout out to you. Ako tapos na ako mag-online class na. Hello sa lahat nandito, sabi ni Jacob TV.
Sige.
Naka-headset kasi, sige.
Excited na ako din.
Ano oras? Maaga tayo mag-exercise. Dapat maaga tayo.
Hindi yata ko.
Totoo nga tayo ni di parlit bukas.
Zumba?
Ha?
Zumba na lang ta.
Anong sumba?
Ano ba?
Kahit ano, pwede rin magsumba tayo. Tayo ng apat. Marimar, wala po kabalo sa imong istorya. Mute ko. Oh, 5:30 daw. Sabi ni Parli, 5:30 tama.
Oh, sama
Diyan sa court. Sige. 5:30 tayo. Tayo lang ni Little Mingay, Banji, ikaw, Jeff. Alas 5 media. Ha?
Ate? Wala, good.
Mag-DI po sus ginoo ko.
Pwede rin matang-tanong sa
Pwede rin magutang tingin sa cellphone. Mag-DI pa talaga. Basta lang magsayaw-sayaw lang tayo doon. Parang pawisan ba?
Maraming makaanita at sasama din yan sila. Pag may makita dito ng
Kung hindi man tayo sasayaw, tatakbo lang tayo, ikot-ikot.
Halaga,
Ha?
lagi tayo.
Oo nga.
Sayo, mata.
Alas 5 media. Matulog po tayo mamayang 9 PM ng maaga po. Sana all makatulog ng maaga, Jigdep.
Nakaano na si Jip. Sige, excited din ako mag-
8 million, thank you. Naku, nag-uusap pa lang tayo ng exercise, nagugutom ako. Oo, magtuwad-tuwad lang tayo doon. Grabe, papawis natin yan. Oo nga, tuwad-tuwad lang tayo.
Hindi, di tayo makatulog umaga mamaya. May Sir DJ mamaya.
May rulita ba mamaya? Anong oras ba? O anong araw ba ngayon?
Ulit.
Pupunta pa tayo ng rulita. Nako, patayin tayo, Sir DJ.
Saka na po.
Anong araw tayo mag-exercise? Ay, sus.
Pero di mo gamay natin yan, no?
Grabe, di mo gamay. Sa mo, sugo ni ka. Kaaham. Taba-taba ko na nga, tapos naghimutok pa, lalo na siguro pag lumiit. Tawa si Parlip. Ay, nako, lalo na, pag kumayat, lalo na ganyan yung taon siguro. Bawo lang na unsa, manisisa yung taon, eh. Nabuing naman yung kamunduhan, ano eh. Umiikot na?
Maybe I have to note that Ross, my manager, was the most senior manager on our site, and therefore also the country manager who signed the contract with
Umiikot ako.
for which Karen worked. This was the only time in my life I saw someone aged 20 years in a mere 15 seconds.
Senior data.
Her face shifted.
Umiikot ako da, Jai, di Parlip.
She hung up and left without saying another word. Later, I found out people had complained about her behavior before, but now she was caught red-handed.
Tuwad-tuwad lang tayo doon. Grabe na tawag natin yan. Hindi ko makita dito.
Sa'yo lang nagtuwad-tuwad. Hindi naman daw.
Okay na, nabalik na eh.
Sa signal yun sa cellphone mo.
In some way, I had to thank her for it, though, as I haven't had any problems with shutting down someone who's been abusive since that event. I love reading
Awid, ikatawa eh, ganiha day ba? Naglingkod ako aring gilid. Awid-awid po ko rin ang phone. Nagsig, tawag na dyan ko nila kadugay. Sige ng panglingay. Huwag hair ako nukon. Unsa ko na yung gibuhat. Nagunsa ko nuko sa mga kuan. Aba ko nuko ikakuan. Nabuang na ron. Ang kami po kay parte po naman tanaw atong na TikTok. Sige, may pangatawan ni Bandilin. Ganda kaya ng TikTok. Sama ni tawanan na. Sibag man. Kung bakit? Kaya anong ginagawa mo dyan? Nagkuha na rin, tanaw na rin kuhan. Arit dako na to abrihan, di po ka. Arit po ta rin kuhan. Suko po ka, asa naman tawang ko, nilapitan sa naman yung dagway, ganina ho, naingon na ganito ko, ang amamarang. Magkuhan ba yung gagahapon? Ay, dino, kabaw lang. Pero na din siguro kung guwapahan, tanaw ni da.
Okay, dito lang nanonood eh.
Oh, meron Sibel. Mega love shout out, Mami Lance. Mega love shout out po. Wala muot ka dun, tiguang na maninuon. Asa ko maninuon mag manilo sa mura. Ay, ginoo ko.
Mega shout out, Mami Lance.
Jonathan Consuela, mega love shout out. Arang guwapahan na dyan. Ay, ginoo.
Arang gupahan.
Ay, ginoo ko ba lang, si Parlek. Mami Lance, bulaga. Sabi ni si Parlek. Tamsak, sabi ni Jonathan. Salamat, Jonathan. Nilistam na sila. Ang tindi nga. Ay, ginoo ko. Natatawa na lang ako. Ginoo ko. May isang tuwad agad. Alam ko na yan kung sino tumuwad niyan. Tuwad pa more. Ako na tuwad niyan. Almoranasin din yan. Ano, Jonathan. Painitin mo muna bago ka magtuwad dyan. Ah, grabe ka naman. Obvious ka naman masyado. Lalo ka talagang hindi asinso niyan. Kasi panay tuwad ka lahat. Nalang pinutahan mo, tuwad agad.
Ay, si Bakla.
Salamat na mayang Banji. Shout out. Ang tumuwad niyan si Bakla po. Walang iba yan. Tuwad pa more.
Baklang malandi. Ano? Jeff?
Ganyan din kay mama, ang daming tuwad po ng ilis niya. Sa akin talaga, dami tuwad ng ilis ko. Ay, nakiparlip dito na naman tambay. Tapos na si Simple Marlene. Tapos na pala si Simple Marlene Manilon. Mega love shoutout si Sikoy, Kids Mom Australia. Salamat. May dumaan lang na aswang na. Oo na, Mami Lons. Ganyan yan siya. Lahat ng Team Lab, tinutuwaran yan. Mega love shoutout, Mabed. Siya yan, walang iba niyan eh. Yan ang uuna, tapos na siya. Kaya dito na naman. Bar, sama, ho. Ano yun? Ho. Ganyan yan siya. Kaya hindi yan siya maging ako nga nakaraan 12 ba?
12 ko lang, ano? Tawad?
12 daw din na tuwad kay Mami Lons. Wala namang iba eh. Siya lang naman yan. Kasi nga, siya eh. Galit na galit siya sa Team Lab eh. Yung iba, hindi kunwari siya galit kasi nagpapalipad sa kanya eh. Kaya kunwari, hindi siya galit. Pero tinuturan pa rin niya yun. saglit lang ha.
Ikot ba ito?
Nag-ano yan eh, yung parang nag-check up yung mga tutuwaran niya.
I even went as far as taping my name to this silicone time bomb.
Lorraine, may kamote dito oh.
The last thing to do was wait to see if David had learned his lesson.
Miguel, may kamote dito.
It took 3 days. But expectedly, David did not
Aswang Israel. Kaya nga, sinabi mo pa. Kusina, Phil-Am, vlog, tamsak po. Salamat. Kusina, mayroon ka ng jacket dyan.
Pati Manggal.
I got a Snapchat from Nico.
Mayang. Salamat. Sisikoy, Mabeds.
I tailed it, and when I got near our residence, I could
Kain tayo ng kamote. May pahinging kamote. Ito yung pagkain ni Busing hindi naubos.
trying to damage his laptop by booby-trapping a USB.
Kung ka mapakita ito ha.
Admittedly, I should have held my composure better.
Kusinira,
but I laughed and that
Kusinang
I
Phil-Am
told
vlog.
him that the USB was clearly labeled with my name on my desk in my room, and I was using it
Makalingong salamat ho.
secured from devices such as this.
Ano to eh, sobra na nasawa ko ba? Ayan ang kamote na may kanabit ang hinilisan.
And asked what the hell was happening. I stayed quiet.
Bigyan mo yung daddy uli doon, oh, baka gusto ka.
Kamusta?
Ha?
After explaining my side,
Sobra niya sa kagabi eh.
Maganda pa kamuti na ito pa.
Kaya nga nyawa niya.
Ito na yung nakaraan.
Busog na yan.
Yung orange color, nainog ako.
Hmm?
When we got there and explained our story, campus police had none of David's crap. They told him that one, not solely since this was not a trap, but a security tool that was within my own living space, of which he had no right to enter to steal from.
Nilista po kayo ni Ganjelin sa gilid guys. Ayaw niya.
And if they caught wind of this again,
Ate Minggay.
Ay, Minggay.
the residents, as well as
Ano yan, tuwing ano yan, lahat ng ano yan, tinutuwaran niya. Iikot-ikot talaga yan.
Ay, it was stress that was causing
Ate Minggay.
Napansin mo ba dahil di palep?
But they basically told him, tough crap. This is your one and final warning. The three of us enjoyed the rest of the semester with an extra bedroom for storage space and beer pong, which was a definite win. As for David, I've only ever seen him in the cafeteria or library on occasion, sitting there studying without his laptop. I'd be curious to know what his side of
Huwag yan ka-entry yan. Oo dahil. Kaya nga.
how my
Hindi
dad
ko naman
conned the
nag-isulat
con man that ruined his conning business.
No.
Years ago, shortly after I moved out, my dad decided he wanted to remodel his bathroom and hired a local contractor to do it, who I'll refer to as DP. He previously
10 million, mega love shoutout sa 10 million dyan.
my dad was extremely skeptical.
Dan po sa tatlong nakapin.
So after they agreed on a price for labor, my dad asked him for an invoice for the cost of all the materials.
Hmm?
He took
Alam ko
some
sila
invoice for his
ano doon?
his
Namin pala.
brother-in-law was a plumber or construction
Dan na si Jonathan sa tatlong nakapin.
to see if the quote was fair. And right off the bat, DB was trying to do close to a 50% markup on the materials. So instead of paying DB's invoice, my dad just bought all the materials himself, saying,
Hindi pa rin siya, hindi pa rin siya makarecover.
After 3 months, the bathroom's not even close to being done, despite DB telling him it'd take 2 months.
Hindi pa rin makarecover.
So he asked asked me to house sit and make sure that DB shows up to work and does not steal anything. Right off the bat, DB tries to be all buddy-buddy with me. I didn't like the guy. I just brushed him off, asked him how the bathroom was going. Over the course of the week, DB tried to upsell me on a bunch of things he said needed to be done to finish the bathroom. Most of it was electrical work, which he didn't have a license for. My dad filled me in before he left about what was quoted in the labor, and there was no electrical work quoted, and I told him, nope.
Nalistam ng Jonathan.
Once my dad comes back, I filled him in on all the additional charges DB tried to tack on. He also didn't show up for 3 days, saying he hurt his shoulder tripping over his cat. Then he tried to install the new ceiling light, which he was not asked to install because he had an electrician coming to install it. After a heated discussion between DB and I, he stopped installing the ceiling light and started playing tile, during which he broke the tiles. After this debacle, my dad did some investigating and looked up DB's license and found that not only was the license expired, it didn't belong to DB. So my dad asked my brother and I to come over when he was going to confront DB about lying about his license. A very heated argument broke out when my dad refused to let DB enter the house to collect his tool and said we would bring the tools out to him. DB then threatened to press charges against me for assault. Accidentally brushed his shoulder when I was passing him in the hallway. And I refused to apologize.
Umpisa pa lang, set mo pa lang. Pati primer ko na mayroon.
My dad did not have to pay DB for his 3 months.
May galap sa'yo ato yung ana.
After this, my dad contacted the local news to tell
Malaki ang galit kaya nga eh.
Few months later, the news did an investigative story about him and found other people that DB had scanned where he'd start working.
Hindi mo daw kasi tinuloy eh. Day, hindi mo kasi tinuloy. Ayaw mo ba, Minday?
I hope DB's other victims were able to recoup some of their losses. Credit card skimmer gets what he bought with my car, and a bit extra. This story starts off with a slightly less humorous fact. A few days ago, I was an unfortunate victim of credit card.
Ang sila kasi kinakain nila balat.
Fraudsters decided to take my credit card info and purchase
Taba ko?
$1,000 worth of car
Taba ng baboy, hinilis na.
and now it's sent across the border to the city I currently live in Canada. Normally, this is where the story ends. Sometimes they get away with it, sometimes they don't. But either way, my card is replaced and I continue on living my life. This, however, is where the fun starts out. I get a call in the morning about a DHL shipment entering the country that's required customs to be paid. Knowing I haven't shipped anything,
Dapat ano na siya, bakit ganun pa rin siya, no? Hindi pa rin.
I quickly come to the realization that it must be the monsters shipping their goods here.
Ano pa bang kayo?
Who in their right mind would use a stolen card to do something to their own house in the city the owner of the card lives in? After a brief chat with DHL about the customs fees I would not be paying, I managed to obtain the address the package was being sent to.
Maligo ka?
Call the local police department and let them know what was up. I told the officer all about the situation.
Sabi ni Mr. Bakit
I did not know what car the parts were for, and that I hope this
nagtuwad siya, hindi pa nga maandar ang pelikula, nagtuwad na, di na panood, ha? Nag-wonder in taon na kung ba.
Just to see if anything weird is going on and follow up with me if he needs to. I take him and go on with my work day. About an hour later, I get a call from the same officer, obviously excited. Hi, Alpha Door Point. It's Officer X. You'll never guess what just happened.
Parang ang timang
I
eh.
was following up on the report and drove by the house. I decided to knock on the door just to see if anybody was home and ask them a couple questions.
Walang iba yan, siya yan. Yun nga, premier ko yung nang relief ako. Ay, yun, hindi pala yung nagbigay ng ano? Nagbigay ng pera pamasahe pa uwi.
Tuwag?
Oo, tuwad.
Ilan?
4 ata yun. Siya yun, lahat yun ang ninja niya, pinasok na yun doon. At hindi talaga.
Kaya ulit na inggit.
Inggit yan eh, hindi yan ano eh, inggit yan. Ayaw na lang lumubay. Hindi siya makahingi sa akin eh, tuli na lang.
Ano kasi, dati, close na sila, hindi na.
I still can't believe that Crocodile. I thought it was a story that was too good not to share. Actual justice from law enforcement. The story almost restores some of my faith in the universe. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video to the end, and I'll see you in the next one.
Oo. Nagpaparinig nga doon ah. Nagpaparinig doon ah. Sabi nga ni ano. Sabi nga ni Mami. Move on na, sabi ni Mami. Huwag na mag-usap ng ganyan. Huwag na magparinig-rinig, sabi ni Mami. Di ba, Mami Lon? Nandun nga kanina?
The first one about a crazy lady who tried to trick a cashier. Our second story is a reminder that you should always be polite with employees, otherwise you'll never get into this store again. But before we begin, thank you so much to everyone who subscribed to the channel.
Sabi nga ni Mami Lon, huwag na magpa-dinig-dinig, sabi ni Mami Lon, ganun kanina. O, di ba? Ayan, no, nandun si Mami Lon kanina. Ako kasi nandoon ako, pero nakikinig lang ako, nagbabasa lang ako.
4 years, starting out as an associate and eventually working my way up to management. Being a small town, we have a lot of regular customers, one of which is an older woman who comes in multiple times.
Kaya nga sabi ni Mami Lon, tama na yung ano, mag-ano na lang tayo sa, ano ng white tea, huwag na tayo mag-anuhan pa.
My last encounter with her, she told me that she was going back to visit her home country and would stay there.
Oo, sabi ni Mami Lon doon kanina.
Unfortunately, it wasn't a long visit because last week she was back. She came into the store while I was working with 2 other girls. I was ringing up another customer and
bakit magparinig pa kung
about the price of a hat to my coworker.
Magsaya na lang kung hindi kay, ay naku, hindi ko maintindihan, iwan.
And only step in when there's a problem. So I just watched the situation and let her in. Then the woman came up to the checkout. I was still with the same customer, so I called my coworker up to ring out her purchase. I finished up with my customer's transaction and turned to the counter to do some markdowns and made sure to listen to their interaction. She always causes some sort of trouble, so I was keeping my eye out. The lady's total came to $28 and some change. She paid cash. I heard the register shut. This is where the trouble begins. C is coworker. CL is crazy lady. C, your change is $3. Thank you. CL, no, I gave you 2 $20 notes. You gave me the wrong change. Are you sure? I think it was a 20 and a 10, but let me call my manager. I gave you 2 $20 notes. No.
Kaya nga sinasamahan ko sila lagi. Kasi bakit magsige pag ganyan-ganyan eh, wala na tapos na, ano pa ba gagawin?
Sorry about that, ma'am. I just have to count the register to verify we gave you the wrong amount. So at this point, I print out the report that tells us how much money is in the drawer. I was a little worried because mistakes do happen, and sometimes the registers are a little short or a little over. This day it was exactly right, down to the penny. So it looks like our register is exactly right. Sorry about that. Maybe you
Ako Mami, pinaparinggan ko yung katabi ko dito kasi ilang araw ako hindi pina-YouTube. Panay kilos. Paglit lang mahugas ako kamay.
Another store and they gave you a 10? No, I came here first. My son always gives me 5 $20 notes. No $10 notes ever. I'm sorry about that, man, but I can't give you any money from the drawer. Is it showing we have the right amount? Then our drawer would be short at the end of the night. This is unacceptable. I shop here all the time and I use cash every time. My son always gives me 5 $20 notes. No $10 notes ever. At this point, I was getting annoyed and was tired of hearing about how much money her son gives her. I'd heard that story far too many times by this point, so I took the calculator and a slip of paper that shows the amount of money we should have and put them in front of me. So this slip of paper shows how much money should be in the register. It's the same number that we have in. See, if you gave us 2 20s, then this number, according to the calculator, would be $10
Yung
more
black?
than it actually is. This is disappointing.
Yung red? Bakit gusto mo ng headset din? Bakit kat ikaw talaga, Jonathan, ha? Nakikinig ka lang dyan. Jonathan, nakikichismis ka lang talaga dyan. Nakikinig ka lang, hindi ka nagtatay. Si Jonathan. Ay, nako, buhay.
Cameras can change a person's tune. And our second story. Some people really don't like change. Well, Well, it's been a while since I last posted, but this is a story that was just too good to not tell, in my opinion. So I've been working at this hardware store in the paint department for about a year.
Chika po more. Jonathan, nag-aabang lang ng chika. Ay, Jonathan. Ngek, andyan na naman yan. Tabyo lagi. Ay, Ginoo, nakikinig lang si Jonathan, oh. Tingnan mo yan, Mamilos. Ay, Ginoo ko na mo, Jonathan.
We also now have a dedicated pickup area for customers to come and grab their paints when we're finished.
Arigato.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Wednesday night, and I had to work most of the night solo. It wasn't too busy, so I was able to chat with our customers about the products and projects and generalities of life. About halfway through my shift, I noticed customers coming up to the pickup window trying to place their orders with me. I would just motion them over to the new front and work through it with them. And most people really appreciated the new desk. After the fourth or fifth customer, I decided to put up a temporary sign letting people know about the pickup area. Quick run to get printer paper, few strokes of a...
Kapatid TV vlog, miga love shout out. Ano daw, limaw.
This is a guy who's been known to sit
Nang limaw,
at the back of our previously open desk and demand help so he wouldn't have to wait in line. And he'd make your life hell if you didn't immediately start on his order. I could see him coming as soon as he walked in the door. He began his march over to the paint desk. I was down an aisle grabbing...
Hi po, Mamilons. Ikain na lang natin ng ibus yan. Jenny Dampits, thumbs up dan po. Thank you so much, Ma'am Jenny.
I assumed he was looking at some of the new signage and pre-mixed stains in that area.
Lapping my asking off.
I continued cleaning for a few minutes before he started clearing his throat to get my attention.
Kailan ka na gano'n, Jen? Kailan nag-premier kahapaw?
Hello, sir. Do you need any-
3 days ago, ayan, oh, may 4 views ka.
Bawal natin makita ni Sir Gab.
You've been sitting there twiddling
Nauna
your
pa yung
thumbs.
video ko, tapos hindi pa yung revision. Nakikita ka ng ano.
I need 30 gallons of stain in 4 different colors. All right. Well, this is the pickup window, so if you don't mind, let's go over to the front of the desk
Sabi
where I
nga
can
naman,
ask you
ano
some.
naman
Why
ang
should
picture.
I? Excuse me? Why should I have to
Road to
go
1K
my
po,
way for
please
you?
connect. Salamat, sabi ni Kapatid TV.
And this will help us both out in terms of getting your order straight.
Trona. Jonathan, busog pa tayo.
Why what? Why do you get to decide where you help customers? I'm choosing to come here, so I should get to choose where you help me. You get a new setup and feel like you're better than us? Well, you are. Your old desk was better for helping people like me.
Arigato.
Now, make my stain in color 1, color 2, color 3, and
Jenny
color 4.
Dawa.
Right. You watch away at this point, and I'm flabbergasted.
Salamat, Ma'am Jenny.
His order and think that maybe
Down
I should
pala,
call the
down.
night manager on duty
Down.
to let them know that
Alam
this
ko
guy's
down.
walking around
Bababa kung bahay nito.
belittling other people. Hey,
Jenny
just a heads up,
Dawn,
there's a
PH.
contractor from company name who caused quite a
Ang
scene walking
lakas
around. He's straight
ng
up yelling at other
boses.
associates, so just thought I'd let you know.
Baka may
Manager on duty
CPR.
asks if anybody else saw. Yeah, pretty sure the guys over at the service desk saw it.
800 may get yung
don't start
subscriber
this
na.
order until you hear from me.
MLSO po sa lahat, sabi ni Ma'am
So I go
Jenny.
back to clean.
Ang
But I'm
ganda
still
naman,
shaken up by
Jenny.
the whole thing. I hear a customer service phone ring from their desk.
Ayan guys, tusukin niyo lahat yung mga binaba ko dyan guys. Lee Lifestyle Vlog, salamat. Mega love shoutout si Lee. Si Lee, baba ko si Lee.
Give me a call immediately.
Ano ba tong ano ko? Leia Mefoyo, mega love shoutout, Leia.
Practically fuming from the years. I immediately
Dugo
picked the
ilong
phone
ko
back
sino
up
yan
and
nagsalita,
the manager
Jose.
Nasa computer.
Asawa ko nag ano,
I don't see
nanonood.
my say. I better not have to wait for your incompetent butt. I apologize, sir, but my manager's on his way up here to talk to you as we speak. Good. Maybe I can get him to put you people in your place.
Salamat sa tamsak mo dyan, Leia.
As I see my manager round the corner, manager approaches the customer and says, "Hi there. I understand you're unhappy with something about the store and our employees. You bet your butt I do. Where do they get off telling a customer?
Lahat ng binaba ko guys, may entry yan guys.
This new stuff your store is putting up is terrible and confusing. Your employees seem
Akala
to
mo
think
kasi
they're better than
kasama
me
ka.
with all that fancy new
So,
stuff.
sabi niya,
I
Tanong ko dali likod.
Talaga taon ko.
Magka, ina. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Please follow me, sir. I see him start the
Kusgan pa jud niya.
Kusgan
Kusgan pa dun niya dahil lagi. Kusgan pa lagi na niya. Payantry ka ulit mamayang. Oo, Leah. Ang unang, ang sponsor ko pala ngayon ay si Agnes pa lang. Si Agnes. Pero mga member ko, binababa ko mga member. Dami, Danoso, Kusgan pa dyan. Ano po lalagay host name mo po lang ba? Magbakas yung paanood nyo na video nila. Magko-comment kayo noon. Tapos, ang dulo, lagyan nyo ng mayang yung dulo. G. Parley Vlog, sabi ni Le. Mega love shoutout, Yenel. Wait lang nak, nagluluto ako. Sige lang po, Mamilon. Sa kulang bahala, magbaba ng bahay niyo po, Mamilon. Bisaya ka, host. Oo, Bisaya kayo, in town. Yenels. Kanag premier Yenel, sana all. Daan, Mami, tinik, sabi ni Leah. Hello, Sisley, a lifestyle vlog, sabi ni G. Parlet. Aw, ha, Bisaya. Pud ko asa man ka sa Bisaya, Jenny. Sabi ni Sisi Yenels, G. Parlet vlog. Dan sa nakapinda. Yenels, dan tusok sa premiere, sabi ni Lee. Davao, asa ka sa Davao, ano? Mayong buntag Yenel, sabi ni G. Parlet. Mano man si Jam, di man mo dado. Kaya pala eh. Kailan ba tunak? Matagal pa to, Mamilon, sa birthday ng asawa ko, July pa. July 14. July 14 pa po, Mamilon. Sabay na yung anniversary namin. Anniversary namin is July 5. Tapos birthday niya, July 14. Kaya matagal pa. Ilang buwan pa. Mayong mga buntag, mga bisdak din, sabi ni Yeng. Alugbate na malunggay kalami. Bapod itaw sa mong sudan. Lamian sa buwan to.
Nanay ka ng naibuwan.
Sabi nag-night buwan pares. Daan daw si Agnes. Kastilo ko, host. Asa man ang Kastilo? Sa kuan, kanang sa Corelia, may akong nula na dito. Nakabakasyon ko dito.
Naman na ba puwad? Pauungot ka.
Ha?
11 tuwad.
11 na tuwad? Wow, dami tuwad ah. Salamat!
11 na, tinan mo.
11 na? Siya yan, wala, July pa pala din na si Ma'am Pink 29 channel.
Hindi mo magjaya ka pa.
Ba't daming tuwad? Kaya nga eh.
Kaya ka pa.
Alam na. Dan Agnes.
Magaya ka pa.
Dumami tuwad kanina, isa lang ha. Lahat ng lahat ng mga nila yan, yung tawag dito, mga ninja, tinuwad yan. Siguro nakikinig yung kanina na chika, ha. Dami pan sa Ate Mayang, sikat na ako. Wala din yan. Wala ako pakialam na sa tuwad niya. Bahala sa tuwad niya dyan. Kikinig yun siya, nakikinig yung Jonathan.
Sismoso. Alam na, dis.
Alam na di, sabi ni Liam eh.
Mag-PM na lang daw si mami.
Ha?
Mag-PM na lang
Okay nak, mag-PM na lang ako sa iyo. Uy, sige sige mami, salamat. Maraming salamat po. Kain lang kami, sabi ni Leah. Itamsa ko po, gamit ninja ko po. Agoy, ang dami ah. Dumami na ba?
Dagdag, bumili yung tablos eh.
Ayaan mo, da-abuse ko rin. Mami Lan, views ko rin yan. Dagdag views din yan. Ayaan mo yan siya, nandyan lang yan.
Arigato.
Arigato.
Revenue din yan.
Oo, revenue din yan. Hala, ang daming tuwad. Sabi din si Mabins.
Bahala sila eh.
Lahat naman ng lahat ng Team Lab, tinutuwaran yan. Ikaw siguro yan, Jonathan. Jonathan. Uy, Jonathan. Alam na this in. Hindi, natutuwan ko po siya. Nagalit yung number 1 fans ko. Jeep. Nakikinig lang yan kanina yata, dinamihan. Galit na galit siya sa mukha ko eh.
Galit mo siya eh.
Di ko naman siya ginalit eh. Sabi ko lang yung totoo. Masama ba magsabing totoo? Ilan na, umabot na ba na 100 yung tuwad? Gusto ko yon. Maraming thumbs up, maraming tuwad. Ay, nako. Bala sa buhay niya. Ayaw niya pa, maaabot ang kaluka yung TV ko, bakit na out of TV screen na tapos may something wrong po. Never ako nagtuwad kasi karma daw balik sa'yo.
Ayan, isipin mo yung...
Tama talaga, Jonathan. Hindi kay karma talaga. Totoo yan, Jonathan.
Isipin mo muna bago
Hindi ka asinso sa buhay pag ganon.
mag-desisyon ng tama. Mag-ikot-ikot
Ang mga tuwad, bubo ang mga tuwad, sabi ni Jeep Jeep.
mga beba. Mag-ikot.
Ha?
Ay, mag-bisitahin pala ako. Okay. Mag-bisitahin ako baka na bago sa upload. Dito ako sa bahay. Sa bahay. Pati rin sa kanya. At ano, maganda na gano'n.
Wala na? Nag-loading? Nag-loading ako, hindi malagi sa akin.
You guys loading too?
No,
Mine.
mine is not. I don't know. Yung nails nag-loading ko?
I'm having all kinds of trouble.
Somebody also was loading also, Papa. Yan o, yung nails also is loading. I think so. Because it's only 2 people watching now, right now. They're loading also. Oh, shit.
Ikaw hindi.
I want to set up the internet.
Oh, no.
Huh?
The internet loading.